What if I told you that one of the world's largest, most iconic countries, home to kangaroos, koalas, and some of the most recognizable cities on the planet, wasn't real? Welcome to one of the internet's weirdest conspiracy theories, the idea that Australia doesn't exist. Sounds ridiculous, right? But today we're going to explore the theory in depth and critically break it down. We'll ask and answer 5 big questions. Where did the Australia isn't real conspiracy theory come from? What do believers actually claim? How is this connected to other conspiracy theories like flat earth? What does the evidence say? Does Australia really exist? And finally, why do people believe things that are so clearly false? Let's start with where this bizarre theory comes from. The idea that Australia is fake first made waves in 2018 when a statistical Facebook post by a woman named Shelley Floyd went viral. She claimed that Australia was invented by the British government to cover up the mass execution of criminals in the 18th century. According to her, Australia never existed, and every photo, flight, and person claiming to be Australian was a part of an elaborate lie. The post was intended as satire, a joke, but the internet, as it tends to do, ran with it. The memes spread, people started arguing about it online, and eventually some people began to take it semi-seriously. It became a running gag on forums like Reddit and 4chan, but it also attached attention from genuine conspiracy theories, especially in flat earth community.
Well, the core of the theory is that Australia doesn't exist and that Australians are paid actors hired by the government to make you believe in this fictional landmass. Flights to Australia are supposedly fake, with planes either flying in circles or secretly landing in South America or remote parts of Asia. Photos of Australia faked, GPS data manipulated, and kangaroos probably CGI. But here's where things get interesting. This idea often shows up in the same spaces as flat earth theories, and that's no coincidence. Flat earth beliefs rely on rejecting a huge amount of established science, from astronomy to physics, and in that community it's common to claim that continents like Australia or even Antarctica are just inventions of a global cover-up. The idea is that if the earth is flat, then our current maps are wrong, and therefore some of the countries shown on those maps must be fake. So Australia isn't real becomes a kind of side theory that supports the broader flat earth worldview. But let's talk facts. Does Australia exist? Yes, it absolutely does, and we have overwhelming real world evidence to prove it. Let's start with travel. Every year millions of people fly to and from Australia. These are real flights on real planes, with real pilots. Passengers and flight attendants, airlines around the world offer direct flights to cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. You can look up flight paths in real time using public tracking tools like Flight Radar 24, which shows which live aircraft positions over Australian airspace. Second, let's talk about satellite imagery. Australia is visible in every high-resolution satellite photo of Earth. These aren't just from government sources like NASA. Private companies like Google, Maxar, and even weather apps rely on satellite data. That clearly shows the Australian continent in great detail.
Third, there's GPS. In Australia it doesn't exist, your phone wouldn't be able to navigate there. But people use GPS daily to get around Sydney streets, hike in the outback, or drive along the Great Ocean Road. GPS satellites orbit Earth in predictable patterns, and their accuracy depends on the actual geograph of the planet, including Australia. Fourth, we have millions of first-hand accounts. People live there, people visit there, people are born there, go to school there, and FaceTime their relatives from there. These aren't actors, they are ordinary people with lives, families, jobs, and homes. Are we really supposed to believe that they are all part of a massive global lie? And fifth, just for fun, there's wildlife. Australia has some of the most unique ecosystem in the world. Kangaroos, koalas, platypuses, and spiders, lots of spiders, are found only in Australia. These animals are studied in universities, cared for in zoos around the globe, and featured in documentaries by people like David Attenborough. Are they fake too? So why do people believe these? Part of it becomes from humor. Some people just enjoy abuse jokes and the chaos of internet culture. But for others, conspiracy theorists offer something deeper and sense of belonging and feeling a superiority, or a way to make sense of a complex and confusing world. When you believe you have hidden knowledge, it can feel empowering, even if that knowledge is based on misinformation. The Australia isn't real theory stands as a joke, but it highlights how easily misinformation can spread and take root, especially when people stop questioning what they are told and when they are mistrusted science, evidence, and experts.